Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. We'll start with a comfortable seat and a tall spine, chin slightly tucked. Roll your shoulders down your back. Close your eyes. Find your breath. Feel yourself present in this moment, soaking in this moment. Establishing an Agni Raj breath here, breathing from our pelvis all the way up our spine to our collarbones. Take a full inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out the mouth. Again. One more time. Full exhale. Flutter the eyes open. Place your right hand next to your right hip. Lift the left hand up and over. Full stretch. We're going to hold here for a few breaths. Look up towards the inside of your elbow or towards the ceiling. Breathing pelvis to collarbones. Next exhale brings you back to center. Inhale, reaching the opposite arm up. Look up, open up your heart towards the sky. Full inhale. Exhale back to center. Flutter the eyes open. Make your way onto your back. Relax your head down. And you can have your knees slightly bent. Hands will come by your sides. Inhale, you're going to extend your legs up to the sky. Reach your hands up overhead. Exhale, knees are going to bend to 90 degrees. Arms will find their way back to your sides. We'll repeat that. Inhale, reach up. Extend, spread your fingers. Feel a little stretch in the hamstrings. Exhale, back to center. One more. Long exhale. And let your feet find the floor again. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let your legs fall open into butterfly legs. Your hands can be by your sides, palms face up on your hips. Maybe guiding your legs, holding the outsides of your thighs. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Full deep breaths. Bring your hands to the outsides of your legs. Let your hands help your legs close back together. Extend both your legs out. Reach your hands up overhead. Walk your feet towards the right corner of your mat. Your hips will kind of stay where they are. And then with your right hand, reach for the left wrist. Pull that arm over to the side. You can shift your head over a little bit too. And then crossing the left ankle over the right. Feeling a nice side body stretch here. Crescent moon pose. Breathing fully and deeply. Your next exhale, make your way back through center. So uncrossing the legs. Let go of your wrists. We'll make our way over to the other side. So feet will walk towards the left side of the mat. Reach for your right wrist. Pulling that right arm over towards the left. Crossing the right ankle over the left as well. Feeling a nice big stretch on that side. Breathing into this space. One more inhale. Exhale brings you back to center. Inhale, slowly come up through seated. We'll make our way into tabletop position, so on our hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Focusing on the wrists here, rock your weight forward and back, feeling a stretch in the wrists. Fingers are spread as wide as you can, gripping the mat. Turn your hands so your fingers are pointing towards the edges of your mat. And we'll do the same thing, but rocking side to side. And lastly, hands will turn towards yourself. And same thing, rocking forward. Be careful as you rock back, just doing what's comfortable for you. Fingers are still spread wide. And back to center. Take the weight off your wrist. You can sit back on your legs, bring your hands together, interlace the fingers and draw circles with the hands. And then bringing the backs of your hands together, elbows are pointing outward. Line your fingers up in your knuckles, and then pushing your elbows downward, feeling a good stretch in the back of the wrist there. Excellent. If you want to rotate your wrists a little bit after that one, you may. And then coming back to center, plant the palms down onto your mat, tuck the back toes, find downward facing dog. Full inhale through the nose. Long exhale at the mouth. Again. Long exhale. Go for a nice slow walk towards your hands. You can crisscross your legs if you wish. And we'll all meet in a forward fold. Walk your feet so they're almost as wide as your mat. Knees are bent generously so that your belly is touching the tops of your legs. Relax your head down. Reach for opposite elbows. You can sway side to side a little bit if that feels good. Feeling a release in the low back. Noticing the space in the back of your legs, sending your breath and awareness there. Inhale, slowly, slowly. We'll ragdoll roll up to standing. Moving nice and slow, your head will be the last thing to rise. Inhale at the same time. When you get there, you can roll your shoulders maybe. And walking our feet back towards center. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Look up. Feel your chest opening, fingers are spread wide. Exhale to your forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift, straight legs, straight spine at 90 degrees, drawing the shoulder blades behind you. Exhale, rolling it back down to your forward fold. Plant the palms, step your right foot back behind you. Drop the knee. Walk this left foot towards the edge of your mat. And let your hips dip forward a little bit. Finding lizard pose. You can stay up on your hands here or dropping down to your forearms. Inhale, make your way to your hands if you're not already there. Walk your right hand towards the center of your mat. Rock onto the back pinky toe edge of this left leg so that knee is going to open up towards the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Look up. Exhale back to center. Tuck your right toes under. Make your way to downward dog, transitioning. Walk it out. Inhale to plank. Exhale, drop the knees and then dropping belly, chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, find a baby back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward dog. Going for a nice slow walk towards our hands again. We'll meet in forward folds. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, roll it back down. Full breath in, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands come to your hearts. Have a breath here. Your next inhale, reach both arms up once more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight legs, straight spine. Exhale, roll it back down, forward fold, plant the palms. This time the left foot's gonna step back, drop that knee, walking Walking the right toes up towards the edge of your mat once more. Find your lizard pose. Dropping either to your elbows or staying up on your arms. You can also use a block for this one if you wish. Full breaths, noticing the space in that hip. Inhale, rising up to our hands, if we're not there already. Left hand plants to the middle of your mat. Opening up this right foot to the pinky toe edge. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Strong in your left arm. Look up. Full inhale. Exhale brings you back to your mat. And you're going to slide these toes back to your downward facing dog. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. From here, inhale to plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, down to your mat, hugging the elbows in. Inhale, finding that baby back bend again. Exhale, roll it down, tuck the toes, downward dog. Walk it out if you wish. And we're going to go for another walk towards our hands. We'll all meet in forward fold. Knees are bent, belly's touching thighs, head is relaxed down. Inhale, find halfway lift. Draw the shoulder blades together, straight line with the spine. Exhale, rolling it down to forward fold. Full breath in, rise up, hands overhead, up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're gonna find wide-legged. So you can reach your arms out. Wherever your wrists are, try and have your feet underneath of your wrists. You can bring your hands to your hips. And slowly, we're gonna forward fold all the way down. Let your spine roll forward. You can have a little bit of a bend in your knees. Bring your fingertips to the floor if you wish. Relax your head. You can sway side to side, maybe going to the left and to the right. Sweep your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, let your hands go up towards the ceiling, head goes down towards the floor. Hold here. Allow yourself to sink into the pose. Breathe. Slowly undo the fingers. Fingertips find the floor. Inhale, we'll come up halfway. Bring your left fingertips underneath of your nose, directly in the middle. Inhale, reaching the right fingertips up to the sky. Find a twist, look up. Exhale through center. Switch hands. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, center. Bring your hands to your hips. You can slowly rise up. Inhaling at the same time. You can walk your feet back together. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. And we're gonna come into a deep squat, so bending at the knees all the way down. So your arms can push against your knees and your knees can kind of push back a little bit. Maybe noticing if your shoulders are really close to your ears, try and relax them downward. Breathing into the low back. Noticing that space. You can flutter the eyes open if you had them closed. Bring your hands to the floor. We're slowly going to find our way to seated. And then making our way all the way onto our backs. You can windshield wiper your knees side to side. Lifting the feet up off the floor, bring your knees towards your shoulders. Reaching for either the ankles, the backs of the knees, or your big toes, or the outside edges of your feet. Coming into happy baby, so you can kind of open up your legs so your knees are bent at 90 degrees. Here you can rock side to side. Still grounding your tailbone down into the mat. So your back is fully down on the mat. You don't want to be curving up towards the sky. If you like, you can extend one leg out, coming back to center, and the other one. Or you can stay still. You can bring your feet together. Interlace the fingers around your feet or reaching for the ankles. We'll hug your feet towards center. Your knees can fall away from one another. Stay here as long as you want. Or you can let your feet find the floor, extending the legs out and coming into Shavasana. If you're coming into Shavasana, palms are face up, feet are kind of falling away from one another. Giving your thighs space to breathe and your armpits space to breathe. Let your breath return back to its natural rhythm. Eyes are closed. Feel yourself supported and grounded. Give yourself the permission to relax for a moment. yourself back to this place, back to this body. Take a full inhale, filling the belly with air. Exhale, letting it go. You can wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotating the ankles and the wrists. Inhale. Lift your hands up towards the back of the room. Get a full body stretch. And eventually making your way onto your right side. Observe how you feel. Observe your thoughts. And then using this left hand against the floor, you can push yourself back up to a seated position, just like we started. Find a tall spine. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin, close your eyes. Breathing pelvis to collarbones, tracing your breath along your spine. Notice how it starts in your pelvis and works your way up through the belly, chest to the collarbones. And we'll end practice the same as we started. Take a full inhale through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Again. Once more. Bring your hands to your heart, flutter your eyes open. From my heart to yours, Namaste.